Hi guys, this is Breaker, and I'm back with another replay that I took from the front page of Drop.sc. This one caught my attention because it was apparently between two players, one of them being a Qntc member, and I forget the other one's name, unfortunately, but I guess we can go ahead and dive straight into the nitty-gritty right now. That sounds oh so witty. And I did hit the open with button for that replay, but I guess for some strange reason, Internet Explorer is being retarded, so I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. There we go. Okay, so apparently, our Zerg player is going to be facing up against QntcVenus. And in the lower left-hand corner, let me go ahead and give him his introduction. He is spawning as our yellow yellow Zerg Prebs. And it looks like this is not your standard ladder game, as both players were able to select their colors as they pleased. The upper right-hand corner, QntcVenus. Now, I'm not too sure about this player in particular. I would not be surprised to find out that it would be a she that we are talking about in question. But from now on, I'm going to try and refrain from using gender to refer to either of these players, really. The map that we are on right now is Daybreak LE, and I'm a little curious why this map was chosen of all the maps. I want to figure out, this could actually be a little bit dated. Could actually be from the first season of HOTS. Not up to date. I've seen some replays that are just a teeny bit late get uploaded like this. Now we do have the pink probe coming out from QntcVenus, wanting to catch on to her opponent and just see what Prebs might be up to. Let's see. Okay. And for now, it looks like Aposis Prebs is just going to play this out standard macro style. No early pools, no shenanigans, and that's what the probe is coming in here to spot for. And now that probe is actually being super annoying because we do see that our Zerg is trying to throw it on the pool, and it gets just a teeny bit delayed there. Did look like it was a 15 pool there, 15-ish pool, if you will. And speaking of annoying probes, the only thing more annoying than getting your structures delayed would be probably losing a drone to another worker from your opponent. Venus does have a setup for what looks to be a Forge Fast Expand opener, but it looks like she's feeling pretty brave today, so she's just going to go ahead and throw down a Nexus at the natural. No... what's the word I'm looking for? No Forge coming in just yet, but oh, this of all things. Pylon block. That is one way to be really annoying. And now that the pool is finished, we see two pairs of Lings on the way from Prebs. And what can he do with these is the real question. Unfortunately, our player Prebs didn't have any rank going into this game, so I can't say for sure like what kind of a player he would be, what kind of caliber he has, and so on and so forth. But the Forge is just now kind of getting finished up. Looks like the drones are going to be left at home to basically deal with this mess in the form of pylons, but it looks like the Lings are actually just going to go ahead and straight up try and deal with that. Ouch! Gateway going down here. That is going to be altogether, we're looking at about 100 for each pylon. That's going to be 350 resources lost unless we see QntcVenus go ahead and cancel this gateway. The probe just sitting, the probe just really sitting there, superficially speaking, and that's going to bring the losses back just a teeny bit more to 137. Of course, we will see our Zerg clear away that base, and now we see a huge, what will be a huge, staggering lead in economy for QntcVenus if we see Prebs not trying to do something soon. We have 4 more Lings on the way. I'm wondering just what he's thinking he should do with these in the near future, but it could potentially be... oh no. Venus went back in and saw that. How does she react? Back at home, no full wall off just yet. And Cybernetics core is going down now, really going to help with the tech ups. Double gas has been taken, but has not been mined just yet. It's actually been finished for quite some time now, and now we finally see the probes finally getting onto it. And by quite some time, I mean something around the range of 20 to 30 seconds, no more. Okay, so here we are. Zealot's kind of blocking those Lings from going in, unfortunately, so Prebs is pretty far behind. Just has these Lings for map control, and that's about it. Overlord's going to come over here and just watch for the third, so Prebs will basically know what Venus is trying to do if she ever tries to do something, but hang on. Stargate now going down behind this, and we're waiting to see how both players are going to divide up after this. Wait a minute, but the Overlord can see that, but it looks like QntcVenus actually can't see the Overlord. So this is something that's going to work just a teeny bit in favor of Prebs. Question is, how will he prepare for it? Now that he sees it, what will he do? Ooh, and the probe actually hasn't been caught here. That's kind of just a bit of a teeny big thing because, well, it's a really big thing, simply given the fact that our Protoss has the ability to place proxy pylons wherever she so pleases. Third gas just finished up, and are we going to see a fourth one go down soon? I don't know the practical implications of that or applications thereof, but it looks like, again, we have that probe kind of worn down on its HP. Phoenix is coming out, just kind of trying to discourage mutaplay. It looks like we got the layer tech going down as well right now. As far as I know, there's no metabolic boost. Yes, there is not. As we can see here, just look, nothing in the upgrades tab. But speaking of upgrades, we have +1 ground attacks going down. So it's not a full-blown commitment to... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a full-blown commitment to Stargate tech just yet. Now, measuring the worker count, we actually see that, you know, Prebs, he's not too terribly far behind, but if he keeps getting supply blocked like this, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So where does he go from here? Does he try and get pneumatic carapace to get the overlords back home faster? He's got a good deal of them out on the map right now, and this actually paves the way for him to lose, you know, a lot in the way of supply blocks. 2 of them are being shot at right now. If he loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, then we're talking about 5 times 8. That's 40 supply he's going to be shut down for if they all get shot down in the near future. 2 more overlords just going out now to replace the ones that just fell. I mean, it's gonna hurt, to say the very least, for our yellow Zerg. And oh my, QntcVenus, sneaky, managed to get a pylon in the main of her Zerg opponent. What is going on here, and will he be able to hold against this poor Prebs right now? That's all I can say. This has got to be one of the sneakiest players basically one of the sneakiest plays I've ever seen in my life, really. Drones here on hold position, kind of making a wall, if you will, and it looks like, for the time being, this might not be enough to hold. Prebs pulled the drones, evac the main. And behind this, it looks like we have Venus just gonna kind of stick with what she's got for now. Yes, of course, that is the name of that Greek goddess of beauty, if I'm not mistaken. Drones now being pulled into the main now that Hydras have popped, and a lot of Zealots are here. So the question is, will we see Venus be able to continue with this kind of forward pressure? Hydras are out, and they're actually trying to focus down the Phoenixes. They're not in high enough numbers just yet, and we actually see a good deal of drones falling here. That is a lot of supply. Like, that's a huge worker count lost right now. The Zealots are just going to have free reign over the main in the near future, and I don't know. I mean, we've got 16 Lings on the way and 2 Hydras, but those Phoenixes, they'll be able to take on any number of Hydras as long as they are not in the teens at present. Like, if there's 5 Hydras or more, that would be great, but presently we just see 1 or 2 being thrown at Venus in the main at a time. Momentum is really starting to wear down for Venus. It should be not really wear down, but Prebs, you know, just getting absolutely shot to hell with this wave of attacks, just wave after wave. And it looks like Venus actually is not going to expo behind this, but instead tech up. We do see that there's a robotic support bay down, and that means we're going to see the first Colossus start to come into the mix. Now, what does Prebs do from here? He's got another wave of 16 Lings and 2 Hydras on the way, and this is really going to sting, if not kill him altogether. Force Field's finally let down, or at least pave way for Prebs to get back into his own main, and the lair falls. For now, I think we're going to see basically Venus cut her losses, continue to tech up, and come back for a final push, perhaps. That's actually working a lot against our Zerg opponent right now. You know, losing the main, keeping the tech structures amazingly. The spawning pool, the Hydralisk Den, both still there. Roach Warren now going down, and that would actually be absolutely super for dealing with Zealots on the ground. They are like little ground Zerg tanks, if you will. Marauder equivalent in every aspect except for the fact that they don't get a buff versus this or that unit. just deal out raw damage. And now it seems that Prebs is in a, I want to say a close to hopeless situation. There's no more Graviton Cannon left on those Phoenixes. Spawning Pool just fell, so that means no more Lings for Prebs in the near future. And QntcVenus now taking a third behind this. Extended Thermal Lance being researched, that's really going to help those Colossi just cut through the Hydralisks like a knife, a hot knife through butter. And now it looks like, Venus is just cleaning up in the main. She's not going to commit any more resources there because, of course, she's going to need everything for the frontal assault. She's already got a massive lead, and I want to say there's still a chance as long as this player is still in the game, or as long as he perceives that there's still a chance to win. But poor Prebs, I think this could be close to over. This could be close to game. There's no second layer. And QntcVenus is just continuing to increase her numbers. I think I will Google search this player after we're done with the replay. Phoenix is coming over here, just being annoying, picking up whatever. Looks like they might have gotten a queen just now. I would definitely not put that beyond QntcVenus. Those pros, man, let me tell you, it doesn't matter if they're male, they're female, it doesn't matter. And that is the first time I've seen a clean Zerg main in a long time. Before the other two bases fall. QntcVenus is actually supply blocked now. Didn't account for losing that one pylon right there. It looks like, unfortunately, everything here, maybe even this queen, is going to get shut down. Yes, unfortunately. Queen's been in this game for a while. No kills, but lots of energy floating on it. And just as we see Prebs trying to re-expo into his main, these two zealots are alive poking away at it. And QntcVenus is now unsupply blocked. So with that, she's actually, basically free to warp in more reinforcements into the main as she pleases. Oh boy. Oh man, that's not looking good. Well, this probe has been cut onto, and it looks like it'll be shut down, but not before laying two pylons down and thus securing a reinforcement position for QntcVenus as we see the final wave pushing in. Re-expoing to the top left, I guess that's an acceptable choice, but now we see the infestation pick coming just a little bit too late. Spinecrawler wall going down again, just a little bit too late. Prebs kind of floating a lot in the way of minerals and nothing but hallucinated void rays going at Prebs. Maybe QntcVenus is trying to take this E.G. Huck style, and this is actually rather entertaining to watch in my opinion. Yes, the void rays are fake, but it looks like, maybe just now and only now do we see our Zerg becoming aware of it. Says so sad. Prebs was defeated and QntcVenus was victorious. Alright, so there's a couple of things we can take away from this. First and foremost, we know that it was at least a custom game, given the fact that we see both players choosing their own colors, yellow and pink, and I'm gonna go ahead, let's Google QntcVenus right now and see what we get. Okay, so Google, I'm gonna go to images.google.com, QntC Venus, and see what I can find. Why, hello there. Hello there, beautiful. How are you? Yes, my name's Breaker. Have we met before? Just a moment. Let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a screen region temporarily. Yes. You, me, have we met before? Ah, yes, I remember her. I actually got her on Twitter before. I think she actually followed me. Wait a minute. Ah, geez, what happened to the picture? The picture. This isn't the right one. Okay, QntcVenus. Anywho, let's see if we can just find this real quick. QntcVenus. I guess this is her. Perhaps Ginny. I don't know. Let's stop. Okay, here we go. Your original image. There we go. If this is QntcVenus, she's quite beautiful. Just get a look at that. I just can't say for sure though. Anywho, if you guys liked what you saw here today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. This is Breaker. I'll see you guys next time.